Okay. All right. Today we've been engaged to change out this this ceiling light and to put a new one up. Show you guys step by step how to do it so you can achieve this safely. And before I get into it, do give a like and share and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to see any other projects or you want to learn something. I'll do a video. But before I do that, subscribe below and we'll get into the project. So first off, you want to make sure that the circuit is turned off. You can turn it off at the wall, but it's always best to turn it off at the circuit breaker. I'll go and do that and we'll get into removing the light. Correct. Okay, so for this design of the light, okay, we have two screws below here. This holds the light to the ceiling. We have to remove that, and then we need to remove the cable. So usually what they do is they paint, sometimes they paint all the way up to the light casing. So you grab a knife and you want to break the paint around the side here so that when you pull the light down, it doesn't pull down the trunking along with the paint. Sometimes the paint goes around, but in this case I can see that there's a gap up here, so we don't have paint sticking onto the onto the base. So you just hold it and remove this. Okay. Once you remove it, the entire light will come off. So be very careful. Okay, there you go. And this comes down. Okay, you have two wires there connected to the ceiling, and things usually get a bit dicey. You don't want to be messing around with the wires here. So I've got a test pen. Okay, just to make sure that the wires are not live. And then what I'm going to do, just going to get some shears and cut it off. That's the easy way to do it. You can deal with this later, but just snip it off the ceiling is much safer. And once you put the light in a safe place, you can come back with your screwdriver and just remove the ends of the wires. Okay, so this is a light that we've got. It looks similar, but take out the plastic. You can see the bracket over here is of a different design. Okay, let's take this out. Okay, this is slightly longer than the one that we have out there. I was thinking that I could reuse that one for the new light, but unfortunately it doesn't fit. So I have to take that one down and we have to drill this up into the ceiling, and I'll show you guys how to do it. And so this is the old bracket. There are a couple of screws here and wall plugs. So you just pull out your electric screwdriver and you pull them out. Okay, so I've got the new light here, and we want to see how far away this bracket is supposed to go. The easy way is there's a hole right there, and I'm going to put the bracket all the way up here, up to the trunking. And on my side there's a hole, so I'm just going to make a mark. I don't have a pen, so I'm just going to scratch a line into the paint. And it should be right there. Okay, you take that down, and now we can drill this up to the ceiling. Okay, if you have access to a impact drill, this is an electric screwdriver with an impact drill function here. It does work for 1 or 2 holes, but we are drilling into reinforced concrete. If you're drilling into partition walls, this will do the trick. But if you're drilling into like a ceiling or a bomb shelter wall, which you're not supposed to drill into a bomb shelter wall, but if you're drilling into a thicker wall, you will need a bigger drill. Okay. This is a rotary hammer drill. Comes with a big knob. There's chisel function, normal drill, and it's a rotary hammer. So what happens is inside this drill, there's a piston which moves up and down while the drill turns. And this cuts through your ceiling or cuts through concrete like butter. We'll have a look and I'll show you how to do that. Okay? I'm using a 5.5 millimeter drill bit, and of course set it to rotary hammer function. And you want your depth stop to be about as deep as the screw itself, not the wall plug. Because normally screws are a bit longer than the wall plugs, so you want that to be that deep. I can see the wire here, so I can be quite certain that there's nothing in the ceiling above me. Okay, just set it in, and you don't want to put your whole body weight, you just want to guide the drill bit into the ceiling. Okay, that's one, and then another one over here. You will know the drilling is done when the sound of the drill changes, because with a rotary hammer drill, even though the depth stop has already reached the ceiling, it's still a way more for the drill bit to go in. So you wait until the sound of the drill changes and you know that it's reached the appropriate depth. I'll come back with a few wall plugs. Okay, so right here now I'm trimming off the wall plugs just to flush it with the ceiling, because if you don't do that, what you'll have is that your fixture is going to be sitting on a space between the wall plug and the ceiling. And finally, we have the light fixture. So in this design, it comes with a really long wire, and there are a few lugs on the inside that you could adjust the length of the cable with. However, this particular one, as soon as you pull the wire through, it can shorten, but it cannot lengthen. So you want to get this almost exactly right when you're putting it up. This one needs to come up. So these two up, and then these two up. Okay, so on this light fitting, there is a blue and a brown wire. Up here is a brown and a black. Your browns are always live. Your black and your blue is neutral. So just hold on to the light and the fitting. If you want, you can get a friend to help you out. But in this case, this light is pretty light. So you can just put the brown to the brown and your blue to the black. The light does not come with a ground. Okay, a lot of you guys will be wondering, asking me, why isn't there a ground? Some lights do not have a ground because the manufacturers do not intend for there to be a ground. However, being so high up here, if there's a short, your circuit breaker will trip, and no one's going to be up here to touch the lights, so it's going to be pretty safe. So there you go. You give the fitting a bit of a tug to make sure that the wires are secured properly. You stuff all these additional cables back into the casing, and you fit it back onto the ceiling just gently like that. Okay, there you go. Electric screwdriver, and give it a zap. That's one, and another. Okay, seems a bit wonky, but we'll straighten that out in just a bit. What you want to do is have a look from a bit further out and decide where you want to shorten. So you can just push this up a bit more, push this up in a bit more. If you want to release, you push this and you pull. So that's how you release. You push there's a bit of a thing sticking out here, you push it in and you pull, then you can pull it out. But if you want to tighten, it's up this way and up. You know, it's more of a trial and error where you're moving the wires up and down to try to get it to be level and to be straight. So once you've got that, then you can go and give the light a try out.
Light a try?
Yeah, you can try the light. Okay.
Like this.
So the light's up and it's working. You know, this is just a trial and error. You know, you push in and pull out the wires and try to get level and straight. But that's how you do it. If you like that video, do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to see any more videos like this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.